Eguono was born into the red earth and quiet, breathing rhythms of Otokutu, where life moved in cycles, and secrets moved in silence. From the moment she came into the world, wrapped in soft cloth, surrounded by singing women and watchful elders, her life was already being spoken into existence. She will marry well. She will bring honor. She will not suffer. The women nodded. The men agreed. Even the old ones sitting in the corner murmured their approval like judges sealing a verdict. But destiny was already smiling in a way no one could see. As a child, Eguono did not fit. Not loudly. Not rebelliously. Just quietly out of place. While other children ran barefoot through Otokutu, shouting, chasing one another between huts and narrow paths, Eguono moved like she was listening for something hidden beneath the noise. Her laughter came late. Soft. Almost cautious. As if joy had to pass through something heavy before it could reach her lips. She heard everything. Understood everything. But sometimes, when her name was called, she would not answer. Not because she didn't hear. But because she was somewhere else entirely. Her mother noticed it first. "This girl," she would mutter, adjusting her wrapper. "She thinks too much." Then louder, half amused, half uneasy. "Thinking too much can invite things you don't want." People laughed. Eguono did not. Because something in her knew that was not a joke. At 12, it happened. Not outside. Inside. It was an evening soaked in burnt orange light, with distant sounds of pounding echoing like a slow heartbeat across Otokutu. Eguono wandered, as she often did, to the old church at the edge of the village. The building looked tired. Like it had swallowed too many prayers and forgotten how to answer them. She stepped inside. Silence. But not empty silence. The kind of silence that watches you. She sat. Her feet barely touching the dusty floor. Her chest tightened suddenly. Not fear. Recognition. Tears filled her eyes without permission. "I don't understand you," she whispered, her voice trembling. "But I feel you." Her fingers clenched tightly. "If you want me, take me." Her breath caught. "I will serve you." A long pause stretched across the room, heavy, almost suffocating. Then the words came. Not from her mouth. From somewhere deeper. "I will keep myself for you." Nothing moved. No wind. No sound. No miracle. And yet, something unseen shifted. Something listened. Something answered, without speaking. And in that moment, something eternal was sealed. Even if Otokutu never knew. Years passed. And slowly, the cost arrived. Puberty did not come gently. It came like fire wrapped in beauty. Eguono's body changed into something that drew attention without asking for it. Men noticed. Boys stared too long. Women looked, then looked again. At first, admiration. Then curiosity. Then pressure. Her friends were the first to change. They gathered at night, laughing under dim lantern light, sharing stories, reckless, intimate, loud. Eguono sat among them. Quiet. Still. Present, but separate. "You don't talk," one said, watching her closely. Eguono gave a faint smile. "I'm listening." Another laughed. Or pretending. More laughter followed. Sharp. Cutting. "You think you are better than us?" Eguono shook her head gently. "No. I just chose differently." Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. Then, something invisible cracked. Isolation does not arrive like thunder. It comes like termites. Slow. Quiet. Patient. Until one day, everything collapses. By 16, the mockery had teeth. She is pretending. She is forming something she cannot maintain. Let's wait. Life will teach her. Some said it openly. Some whispered it behind her back. Some smiled to her face and spoke differently when she passed. Rejection from strangers hurts. But rejection from your own people, it settles deeper. At home, it was worse. Her mother's patience turned into frustration.
Eguono.
Life is not this stubbornness, she snapped. Do you think the world will adjust for you? Her father avoided her eyes. You are bringing unnecessary attention, he said quietly. People are talking. Eguono stood still, hands behind her back, fingers digging into her skin. I am not doing anything wrong, she whispered. But her voice carried doubt. Because doing right shouldn't feel like this. Should it? And then came the war no one saw. Inside her. Her body did not agree with her decision. Her emotions did not cooperate with her faith. The desire to be held. To be chosen. To be wanted, not in spirit, but in flesh, rose like a tide she could not stop. She was not empty. She was full. And denying it felt like slowly tearing herself apart. At night, she called into herself, whispering, I am trying. Her voice cracked. But this hurts. Silence answered. Again. And again. And again. Then came the men who did not respect boundaries. One of them stood out. Older. Wealthy. Used to being obeyed. I will change your life, he said calmly. Eguono's heart pounded. I don't want that kind of life, she replied. His expression changed. Not anger. Something colder. You will regret this. And she did. Rumors spread like infection. She is hiding something. She is worse than all of us. She is not normal. People began to look at her like she carried something invisible. Something unsettling. The loneliness became physical. A weight on her chest. A tightness in her throat. There were nights the darkness felt too thick. Too close. As if it was listening. Waiting. She stopped laughing. Stopped talking. Even her prayers grew faint. Are you still there? She whispered once. And the silence that followed felt heavier than before. Then tragedy struck. Sudden. Violent. Her younger brother fell sick. Not ordinary sickness. The kind that drains hope. The kind that makes people lower their voices when they speak about your family. Money disappeared. Options vanished. Fear settled in like a permanent guest. Then came the offer. A man. Powerful. Certain. To come. I will take care of everything. Silence. But I want her. The room froze. Her mother broke instantly. Please, she cried, grabbing Eguono. Please, save your brother. Her father said nothing. That silence carried accusation and surrender. Eguono walked out. Not because she was strong, but because she was about to break. The church. Again. Same walls. Same silence. But this time, she was not whole. She fell. Not kneeling. Not praying. Collapsing. I can't do this, she screamed. Do you hear me? I can't. Her voice echoed violently. Take it. Take the promise. Take everything. Her body shook. I am tired of being alone, tired of being rejected, tired of losing everything. Silence. Heavy. Almost cruel. Then, deep inside her pain, something stirred. You gave me everything. Her breathing stopped. Was it only for when it was easy? Eguono froze. This was it. The real altar. Not the one at 12. This one. Where obedience hurt. Where sacrifice bled. Her lips trembled. Her voice broke. Yes. She returned home. Empty. but decided. I will not go. Chaos followed. You are killing your brother? Words like knives. But she stood. Shaking. Unmovable. If God cannot save him, then let his will stand. That night. No one spoke to her. Not one word. Even silence felt like rejection. Then morning came. A medical team arrived in Otokutu. Unannounced. Unexplainable. Treatment began. Her brother improved. Then recovered. No one understood. But Eguono did. She had met God. In silence. Time passed. Not everything healed. Some wounds stayed open. Some people never changed. But something shifted. Respect replaced mockery. Careful words replaced careless laughter. People spoke of her differently now. As if afraid of getting it wrong again. Years later, Eguono stood before young women. Not perfect. Not untouched. But forged. I was breaking. She said softly. Silence filled the air. But obedience is not proven when it is easy. Her voice steadied. It is proven when it feels like it is killing you. She looked at them deeply. I was rejected, misunderstood, alone. A pause. But even then, her voice softened. God never left. Eguono's life was not beautiful in the way people expect. It was painful. Heavy. At times, frightening. At times, almost cruel in its unfolding. But it was real. A life where purity cost something. Where faith felt like silence. Where obedience felt like death. And in the end, she did not stand because she was strong. She stood. Because even in her breaking, something unseen never let her go.